Hey there, science fans! Have you ever seen something change right before your eyes? Like magic, but it's science. We call these incredible transformations chemical reactions. It's like ingredients mixing in a recipe to create something totally new. Think about baking a cake. You mix flour, sugar, eggs, all sorts of stuff. When you bake it, a chemical reaction happens. The ingredients change, and voila! You have a delicious cake. Chemical reactions are happening all around us. From the food we eat to the air we breathe. It's a chemical world out there. Ready to see some mind-blowing chemical reactions in action? Let's get experimenting. For our first trick, we're going to make ink disappear. It's like magic, but with a scientific twist. Here's what you'll need: a cotton ball, a glass of water, and some disappearing ink. You can find this at a magic shop or online. Ready? Let's make some ink vanish. Dip the cotton ball into the disappearing ink. Make sure it's good and soaked. Now write a message or draw a picture on a piece of paper using your inky cotton ball. Wait a few minutes and watch what happens. Poof! The ink disappears. Isn't that amazing? It's like a secret message only revealed by science. So, how did we make the ink disappear? The answer lies in a special ingredient in the ink. This ingredient reacts with the oxygen in the air. Think of it like this. The ink is like a tiny scuba diver. It can only stay visible underwater. When it's exposed to air, it's like the scuba diver taking off their oxygen tank. The ink can't stay visible without it, so it disappears. This type of reaction is called oxidation. It's the same thing that happens when iron rusts or an apple turns brown. Ready for another explosive experiment? Let's create a volcano right in your backyard. Don't worry, it's a safe eruption. Here's what you'll need: baking soda. We use this in cake, remember? Vinegar, it makes pickles sour. A tall container like an empty bottle. A pan or tray to catch the eruption. Red food coloring to make it look like lava. Dish soap for extra bubbly fun. Let's get this eruption started. Pour some baking soda into the container. This is the volcano's magma chamber. Add a few drops of dish soap and some red food coloring for extra effect. Now, for the fun part, slowly pour in the vinegar and watch your volcano erupt. Wow, that was an awesome eruption. But why did that happen? Section 5. Unleashing the power within. The secret to our volcanic eruption is a chemical reaction between the baking soda and vinegar. When these two ingredients mix, they create a gas called carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is all around us. It's in the bubbles in your soda, and it's even in the air we breathe out. In our volcano, the carbon dioxide gas builds up and pushes its way out of the container, causing an eruption of foamy lava. Section 6. Experiment 3. Dancing raisins. This next experiment is a bit less explosive, but just as fascinating. We're going to make raisins dance. You'll need a clear glass, water, vinegar, baking soda, and raisins. Let's get this party started. First, fill the glass with water. Then, add a tablespoon of baking soda and stir until it dissolves. Now, add a splash of vinegar. Finally, drop a few raisins into the glass and watch them dance. Pretty cool, right? It's like a tiny disco for raisins. Section 7. The science of floating fruit. So why are our raisins throwing a dance party? It's all about bubbles. Remember the carbon dioxide gas from our volcano experiment? Well, it's back, and it's making our raisins buoyant. When the baking soda and vinegar mix, they create carbon dioxide bubbles. These bubbles cling to the raisins, making them float to the top. Once the bubbles pop, the raisins sink back down, only to be lifted up again by more bubbles. It's like a tiny elevator ride for raisins. Section 8. Conclusion. Chemistry is everywhere. These are just a few examples of the amazing chemical reactions happening all around us. From disappearing ink to erupting volcanoes, chemistry is full of surprises. So keep your eyes peeled and your brain engaged. You never know what incredible reactions you might discover. Remember, science is not just about textbooks and beakers. It's about exploring the world around us and asking questions. Stay curious, my friends, and always keep experimenting.